Welcome back to the Soul Food Podcast. I'm Michael Vukelic.
And I'm Jeannette Meier. Together we share insights and conversations to help you cultivate joy, peace, and prosperity while unlocking your limitless potential.
Yes, get ready for a transformative journey filled with laughter, strategies, and lively discussions that will inspire you to thrive in every area of your life.
Doesn't matter. We start.
We're having fun now. Yes, sir.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, Jeannette. How are you?
Very good, very good. Always happy to be here. Already a while with you and now sharing and recording and enjoying and living.
All part of the game, isn't it?
Yes, yes. All part of
enjoying and living and sharing.
All part of
healing
growing.
And transforming and becoming abundant and prosperous and healthy.
Yes.
Getting over our
mental issues. No?
Mental issues.
our mind, let's say, no mental issues.
Okay. So how's things? What's new? What's going on? Tell me.
It's very nice. I've been today I had a very nice conversation with someone that contacted me to do podcast, no, for co-creation, but as the word says, co-creation. He reached out to me to say, okay, Jeannette, I love to be in your podcast, but I want to give you something also. So what about having a breathwork session with me?
Nice.
Yes, and I know, I told him, oh, what a gift, because I really know it's something for me to do, to expand.
It's beautiful. I know a man who does that, who's really good at it. I mean, do you want to share the man's first name?
Yeah, you know him. It's Richie.
Okay. I know
someone. Very beautiful man. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful.
Yes, hooray. Hooray.
They're very nice. So well, today he was explaining, and I do the session on Friday 16th. And then we co-create a conversation. Very beautiful, because it was a gift when he reached out, because I know that's for me. I know it's something I haven't done, or I have done a little bit. It brings me out of my comfort zone. But I know it's going to be extremely positive for my growth. Okay. Good. So yeah, so he asked me, and what's growth for you? And I said, growth for me is really, I'm in service to something bigger than myself. Yes. So it's really to continue to be in service to something bigger than myself, the way I have. It's for me to be, no? So it's really growing who I am and create what I love. That's my purpose for this service. So really, in other words, also embodying my higher self. And I believe that this breath work, this session will already bring a lot to me, but it's something I will have to practice. As I've been practicing, exploring, experiencing, practicing to be in my heart. And today I am who I am through that has expanded me so much and has grown me so much. And I know that breath work will extend this. Yes.
Good. Good. Yes, breath work is, I've never done it on an extended basis. I mean, I've tried it a couple of times. It's really amazing. It really is. So good for you. Good for you.
Yes.
Another tool.
Another tool, and another thing that I love is this co-creation part, no? That it's a giving and receiving. I'm growing someone through. He's the guru for me in the breath work, let's say, and I will learn from him, and he will then learn also in the co-creation to be in the heart, no scripted, no nothing podcast, no. And so it's this what we say, you know, this giving and receiving, and everything we do, this relationship building and growth through people like us sharing their uniqueness and supporting each other's growth.
And yes, it's such a beautiful thing. And I mean, when you can really touch somebody's life that way, and then when someone touches your life that way, it it's absolutely what other word can I use other than, I mean, it's transformative. It's you grow in a different way and become more than you already are, which is
Mm-hmm.
amazing in itself, right?
Yes, yes.
And then there's we were talking about a little bit before we started, there's people that come into your life that challenge you in some way, and they you grow from that way too. So it's always about growth, right? We're
Mm-hmm.
always evolving, we're always growing. When you can see life that way, that's the key, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anything coming up. I mean, and I didn't I say this last week? Every encounter is a holy encounter. Didn't I say that?
I
Did
think
I
so.
say that?
Yeah, I think so.
Every encounter you have is a holy encounter.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because one thing I see life like that, no, relationships. We are relationships are what grow us because we can mirror who we are, no? And they
Sure.
see certain things we haven't seen because they wake up certain things. In addition, that they grow us because they teach us things that we don't know and that we can integrate and learn our own way. And really, yes, really life is about relationship. They bring us messages. No, everyone you encounter brings you a message.
Yes. Yes. Always. There's always a message in every encounter, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can call it learning, you can call it, but there's growth.
Yes.
Growth. We're always evolving. I mean, what's the purpose of the whole physical life?
Mm-hmm. Growing, evolving.
Evolving. That's it, right? So we in the physical, and I want everyone listening to hear this, we in the physical are the brave ones.
Mm-hmm.
We are the brave ones that came here in the physical form to grow and evolve. And the spirit, which is always around us, always there. This is where we return. I mean, I have I've told the story of how I learned this through my own mother, but we return to spirit and we can grow there too. But we are the brave ones. They're people in spirit envy us to be here in the physical, learning and growing through this physical experience because it's it's uh it's tougher, it's challenging, there can be so many things that come up in our life. But once we learn the beauty within every single encounter, every single relationship, every event of our lives, uh, once we get past even the challenges, we can see the beauty in
Mm-hmm.
everything. So
Yes, yes.
how amazing is that? So
It's
that's great. Breath work is awesome. I know someone who does that. And it's a good reminder because I've been thinking about jumping in and doing some work with him. So yeah,
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
very nice.
I think
Very
it
nice.
expands us, and it's really. And I haven't had the experience with Richie yet. Um, I think his company is called Reset with Richie, and but I really can I trust him and I recognize his being beautiful,
Good.
beautiful being, and I would yeah, tell people to reach out to him because I will explain further when I've gone through that, but really a beautiful being with a
So
big
tell us,
heart and in service to
yes,
something bigger than himself.
tell us, Jeanette, how did your intuition um, grab on? How did your intuition decide to trust? I mean, can you tell us a little bit about that? How did you come to that realization?
It's when I have someone in front of me and I'm in
Yeah,
my heart,
yeah,
I recognize this person or the spirit or what is in it. And this it's through the heart to heart.
yes,
And then you feel reactions, you feel the energy, you feel the love, you feel, for me, I feel the essence of this person, no? And from there I know it's trustable.
yes,
And later, okay, I know it, I feel it, okay. And then talking and continuing conversations heart to heart. Um, you can always say, maybe well, you first thought, it wasn't thought, it's feeling, no, at the first of all. So that it's a knowing.
yes,
But well, you could doubt your knowing by when you talk to a person and seeing how they react or how they are arguing certain things, and so that makes you um, see what you have felt, let's say. No?
right. Okay, okay.
If the mind needs to know and to really understand, and it's doubting this knowing of the heart, so the mind can then analyze. I wasn't there because I'm not in my mind, but the mind could continue analyzing the person's behavior, no? But I don't do that. I really trust that in the feeling and in this connection, in the way the energy moves.
Very good, very good. And it seems that the more that we feel into a relationship and the more we interact with them, we naturally have a feeling. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you can develop this over time. Any one of us can develop this, right? But we naturally develop a feeling about the person we're interacting with. We see how they interact with us, right? And their intention
Mm-hmm.
or what it is that the whole conversation started. I mean, how did this start? What was they their intention for their work, their intention for their
Yes.
life, their intention with you.
Yes.
It's all things that you can feel, and you
Yes.
develop this over time. So
Yes. You can
beautiful.
feel if someone is in service to someone else.
Right.
It's an energy because you feel this I'm here for you, no, this I'm in service, what do you need? So you really feel it, not because of the word, but the energy is there. Or if
Yes.
someone is really over you with the mind and wanting you for something specific, that you also feel.
Yes.
And that's not, and then in that moment you would say, no, I don't trust because there's something off.
When people get in their head, it's very obvious these days, isn't it?
Mhm. Yes, yes.
Because you know, there's there's patterns of thought that are caused by belief systems and that cause different emotions, and you start to feel that in the person right away, and it's you have compassion for them, but you can tell something's off. You can tell it's something you can develop. I mean, this is who we really are.
Hmm.
We
Hmm.
really are this being that is all love.
Yes.
And having compassion for someone who is not there yet
Hmm.
is a beautiful thing.
Hmm.
Being in acceptance, I mean, it doesn't mean you have to hang out with them.
No, 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 no. It doesn't mean, but it's everywhere, no, and
Right.
everywhere you go, it's just with your heart having this sense open,
Yeah.
and when you interact with people, you're open and you sense people in their way instead of the mind only
And,
watching. It's really.
yes, it's such a beautiful thing. And my own journey, maybe someone will relate to this. I mean, there's a you it's very good. It's very good to tune into someone
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
when you start to interact with them, to really tune into them and see how they interact with you and sense and feel.
Yes.
Because I've gotten myself into places where I really trusted people without the sensing and feeling and
Mm-hmm.
listening, and I'm in this interaction. I mean,
Yeah.
we've all, this is how we grow to this place, right? Who we are today, right?
Yes.
But I've lost money. I've lost tons of things,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Totally trusting blindly. Oh, everything's going to be great without sensing and feeling. So
Yeah.
it's really important. Use that intuition and be in that moment and listen and hear and feel.
Mm-hmm.
It's so important. So
Yes. And not only that, it's also many times you have an intuition
yeah.
just before meeting someone.
Before, right.
And the intuition tells you not trustable, but you with
Mhm.
your mind and with your belief, you just go into that relationship, no? And the day that you discover that it wasn't the right relationship, any relationship, I don't mean love relationships, or that it wasn't a
Right.
good relationship for you, you remember that you had that insight that was telling you not very good. But you just,
Hmm.
and you will remember you didn't listen to it and you just went straight, you continued with it. So it's really trust yourself, no? It's really again about trust yourself also. When you have an intuition, when you have a knowing, listen to it, trust
Yes.
it.
Trust yourself. Absolutely. Um, Intuition is a whole nother piece. As you said, once you develop an intuition, I believe it's actually a connection
Mm-hmm.
to your divine higher self, you can call it God, higher consciousness, the universe, whatever word you like to use, because God is everything. So it's all encompassing. But anyway, your intuition is your connection there. And that intuition, before the person even speaks, many times now, I will get an intuitive feeling about them. And you know when to be careful, when to step back,
Yeah.
and when it's okay to proceed,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So,
We always know. It's just the listening to it.
and this is something also that got developed because when I was younger, I trusted no one.
Mm-hmm.
I, you're okay. I don't need to bring it up again,
No, 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 but
but
it's a good
when
example.
you're a little
Yeah.
kid, and when you can't trust
Mm-hmm.
a parent, which is
Yeah.
someone you really look up to, it's like, wow, you're walking around skeptic. I mean, for the longest time, I would walk into places as a full adult. I'd walk into a restaurant or wherever. I was always scanning the room,
Mm-hmm.
looking at
Mm-hmm.
everything, making sure everything was safe. So you can move away from all of that.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
but um, I understand. I understand intuition. These things to step into are really beautiful, really beautiful. But when you can develop that, and that's what we're here for. We grow into this, right? But it can be hard for some people. I understand.
No, and I think at the beginning it's hard for anyone. No, we are in our minds and go to the heart and listen to the heart. It's really, it takes an effort and a willingness. And it's very hard because at the beginning you don't know even what it means, not because you're in your mind, so you never experienced that. So what is it to really go into the heart? I don't understand, no.
Yeah.
But so everything takes willingness and effort to really go and feel what your heart is telling you, no, feel it, feel it. So concentrate on emotions and I mean on feelings, concentrate on feelings, scan your feelings. Those always tell you something, no? And then
And
one day when you continue practicing, and you know that your heart is through the feelings, it's telling you things that then the mind is reading. But it takes practice. So everything. So the same the breath work. I know it's good for me, but it will take practice and willingness, because the few times I've done it, I feel irritation. I don't know why. I thought, Richie. So I feel irritation. I feel certain things, but I haven't done it for many years now. I tried it about 4 years or so. So maybe I don't feel the same thing, but it's good, because then you acknowledge those feelings and you just let them go, but you acknowledge them. And before I was saying, no, I feel them, I don't feel comfortable, so why should I continue doing, even if I knew it was good for me, always knew it.
Do you think it's important then to, personally, I have my own opinion on this, but
Yeah.
do you think it's important when those feelings come up, as they did, to ascertain or be aware or become aware of the origination of those feelings? I mean, where they came from, what really brought them on?
Not for
I mean,
me.
how you can just release them. I have my own beautiful techniques to release emotions that don't serve me. Okay. But I get curious. I get curious. I want to know, when did I originally feel that emotion? Where's this coming from? So then I heal back to that spot. But
yeah, in my case, I don't have to know. I just release them, because past is past and I don't have to go back.
Right. True. That's true. Past is past.
Yeah. It's good in the knowing, like you're teaching, in the knowing that my beliefs and my attitude and everything comes from something.
Yes.
Well, from my thoughts, my emotion, my beliefs, and other things. So to care about those things that are happening now, and change perception, well, control them, move them, let's say, so that I don't fall into traps of the mind. But I don't have to go back, me, Jeannette, I don't have to go back and see from where they came. They came from where they came. It's okay. Now it's time to just let them go. It's past, so it's okay.
I'm pretty inquisitive. I like to know where the belief came from, or identify the belief. And then moving forward, when that belief shows up again, it's much easier to let go of.
Yeah.
That's just me.
No, but I'm with you. When it comes to belief, it's
But the belief
important.
causes the emotion, right? The
Yeah.
belief with the thought causes the
Yeah.
emotion.
But it's good for me to know the belief, because it might be a wrong belief.
Yes, most of the time they are.
It's yeah, and it's inculcated and it's inherited, and also so many things that, or it's pushed into me. So
Yes.
it's a belief, so it's a thought pattern. No, so it's good to
Yes.
know from where it comes and so. But I mean the feeling,
Yeah.
the irritation, I let it go.
Okay.
So the thought
Yes.
pattern,
Well,
and
yes.
it's good to know from everyone to break the pattern and change
I
it.
think it's okay to feel it, of course, but yes, to release it is the feeling, the
Yeah.
emotion behind the belief and the thought, or what's triggering, this emotion, is very good to release. Absolutely. I mean, you don't want to carry that around. There was something, let's see, one of my most amazing spiritual teachers, one of the metaphysical geniuses that I've worked with. Um, what did he say? Let's see. If you're not feeling love, because love is what's real. Okay. If you're not feeling love, then you are superimposing your own idea, concept, or perception on the situation.
I like that.
So this is what he said. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. So he said, yes, we have so many perceptions. What's coming from the mind is really a made up idea, concept, or perception. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Based upon your past, your conditioning, what you've been through, what your mind decides to believe.
Yes.
Okay. And most of it, is it really true? Because you mentioned this and it triggered something here, right? Is it really true? No. It's
No.
something only your mind believes.
Yeah.
What's really real, what's really true is love.
Yes. I love that. I love that.
Yeah. So,
Because love is everything. Love is unconditional love, not a superficial love. Love is oneness. Love is the field. Life. Love is you and me. Love is everything. So yes, if there's something different in love, it's because we have created it. Yeah.
exactly. I love that.
That's very
Very
nice.
good. Very
Well,
good
thank you
session.
for thank you so much for that, Michael, and
Yes.
for the
Wow.
session.
Yes.
I
I love
appreciate
doing
it.
this, Jeanette. And I appreciate you so much. So
The same. Thank you so much for being who you are and creating what you love. I appreciate
yes,
it, and I
Ray, me
recognize you,
too.
and I trust you.
Yes, I trust you too. Believe it or not. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you next time.
Yes.
And I again ask our listeners to please reach out.
Oh,
Reach out
yes.
with your questions, your comments, your perceptions.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to hear what you think. I would.
Yes.
I really like to start interacting with some
Yes.
people. And we're still looking to have guests.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Always.
Soon. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Jen.
Thank you. Thank you. And thanks to everyone. Bye bye.